Welcome to Intuitive Wisdom Tarot. I'm Jen. I'm so glad you found your way here. We're going to use tarot to check in with emotional weather so you can move through your life with intention to manifest your best life. So tap the like button if you're ready to feel into the energy of March, because this month she's layered. March is a bridge month. We begin in Pisces season, which is soft, intuitive, emotional, and deeply spiritual. Okay. Pisces brings dreaminess, healing, creativity, and forgiveness. It's the part of you that wants to journal, cry, and believe in miracles. It's a beautiful energy, but it also asks you to release what you've outgrown. Okay. Pisces is the end of the zodiac, which this is completion energy. So we're ending our zodiac year. Now, we then shift into Aries season. Woohoo! It's the start of the new zodiac, okay? And Aries is not quiet. Aries is loud. Aries is fire, it's initiative, it's courage, it's let's go energy, okay? So Aries brings bold beginnings, action, self-trust, leadership. It reminds you that you are allowed to take up space, start the things, speak up, and choose yourself. So the beginning of March, it is all about feeling it, releasing it, and forgiving it. And then the second half is all about claiming it, moving on it, okay? Getting started and initiating it. This is a month of emotional clearing, followed by brave action. So let's see what cards want to come out and what they have to say for March for the collective. So we're going to go ahead and jump in. I'm going to move these over here. We are going to start with a Wisdom of the Oracle for the collective for March. Just to get a general energy, let's see what March has for our collective. All right, let's see. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Ooh, we have blessed. Ooh, this is just a feel. The colors are they feel super good. So there's going to be a lots and lots of blessings all through March for the collective. And again, blessings come in so many different ways. You could also be one that is blessing others. And you are initiating that. So let's see what blessed is all about for the collective for March. We have number 22. Let's see what we have here. All right. Here we go. Essential meanings. Something wonderful that is unearned and unexpected. Unexpected grace, that is an unforeseen gift from Spirit. The oracle message is, there are moments in life when out of the blue, it seems that everything has been orchestrated by divine intervention. You feel blessed in ways that are different or that are difficult to express. It's as if the Red Sea parts in front of you and events come together to banish your troubles easily and naturally. You know deep down you did not deserve any of it, and yet here you are. This is one of those times. Let awe and gratitude for all your blessings guide you now. All right, so this is going to be a very blessed month for our collective. So again, lots of blessings coming through. And to the point where, I'm going to pull that back again. It keeps zooming in and out. To the point where, don't ask why, right? Just accept the blessing. And that's a big message right here. We don't necessarily have to do anything to be blessed. We are just gifted blessings because we are who we are as a collective, as a human race. And they're there because you're meant to have blessings. Nice way to start our read. All right, let's see what we have for tarot for the month of March for the collective. All right. Here we go. Thank you, Spirit. All right, we are starting with the Two of Cups. This is what energy you are embodying as we move into March. We have the Lovers, which is what you are meant to co-create with the universe. We then have the Sun, which is the energy you need to lean into. And then we have the Four of Pentacles, which is advice from Spirit. I see love in the air, right? And this doesn't necessarily have to be romantic love. For some of you, it very well could be. There's some blessed, fated relationships, blessed, fated events, successes, lots of things coming through when we take a look at this. There are going to be some choices where you are going to be making them aligned with your highest good. So we're going to delve a little deeper and we'll get into that. But at the bottom of our deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is the energy that is underneath it all, okay? And this is all about divine timing. This is luck and prosperity. The wheel turns. We have different seasons. So underneath, many of us as a collective are shifting into a brand new season, which is really interesting too, because our month of March, we are shifting out of winter and into spring. Okay, we're moving into an equinox, which is all about equal timing for light. But we have this wheel that is also all about seasons. So this is a divinely orchestrated. And so when we also think about March, which is interesting, we have the beginning half where we're ending our zodiac year with Pisces. And there's some spring cleaning. There's some cleaning out of things that need to happen. And it's divinely orchestrated. This timing is perfect for this to happen. So when you are cleaning out those emotional undertones and you're cutting out some of those things that no longer serve you, this is perfectly aligned with what needs to happen. And then we're going to be shifting into Aries season, which is the very first sign of the zodiac. And so again, the wheel is turning and you are in this energy where there's these blessed things coming through. Okay. This is also all about luck and prosperity. And it's because we're just shifting, right? And blessings are all around us. And this is really to share and show, like, some of them you've worked for, right? And you were the ones that planted the seeds, and you were the ones that took the steps and the actions. And so be very grateful for that. But we have the Wheel of Fortune underneath it all, and there's good things coming through for March. Now, the energy that you are embodying as we head into March is the Two of Cups. This is about alignment. This is about healing, connection, being connected with a partner or a partnership. This could be romantic. This could be plutonic. This could be friendship. This could be a business partnership. But there's a connection. There's alignment happening. And it's faded. It's to this point of, this is a very healing connection, and there's a lot of healing that will come through with this. Now, if you are someone who is not in a relationship and you're in that space of finding a relationship, you might be partnered with somebody who's not your typical type, right? They could come from a different background. They could come from a different country. I mean, they could be lots of different things. But the thing is there's going to be a deep connection and a connection that is going to be healthy and healing for both of you. Now, for those of you who are in a relationship and you've been in a relationship, there is a connection and there's a choice that you are making. And this is going to be on the lines of healing. So I'm getting through with some of this, that some of you have been on some rocky waters, and you have been really trying to connect with each other for whatever reason, and the world, the environment, all these things have gotten in between you. But if you are wanting it and you are going after it, you can heal it, right? But that's really what it's saying, is like, reach out. Like, these two are reaching out. There needs to be some gestures of appreciation, gestures of love, some things that you might do to show the other that you love them. Same thing. They need to do things that show you. So there needs to be some reciprocity along with this, so that you can continue to build that connection. Now, one thing I really want you to know is, and this is something that some of us know, but it could be review for some of you. You cannot control what others do, say, feel, think, right? The only person you can control is yourself. And so that's really what it's saying here, is tap into you doing it to heal and help the relationship. Now, if the other wants to, they will respond and they will reciprocate. Your job is to express and make sure that you are letting them know. Like, if your needs are not being met, you need to express that, right? But it's ultimately them that has to decide, am I going to respond or react in whatever ways that need to be. But you also are the ones that can help with your own unmet needs as well. Now, if this is not about love for any of you, this could very much be you connecting with you and your higher self. Like, I'm getting it like a download, or I'm getting like a ray of light coming through that is aligning you and your higher self. You and yourself really thinking about that next step in your life, in your relationship with you and your higher self. Like, that's your guide. So there's a deep connection that is really happening. And there's some wounds that you are healing, some childhood wounds that some of you are healing, and it's important that you do. So there's big connection energy for many, many of you out there, whether it could be with you and somebody else, it could be you and your relationship already, as well as you and your higher self, but it could be all three of them too. No, maybe two. So what you are meant to co-create is the Lovers, right? And this, again, is an energy very similar to the Two of Cups, okay? It's all about dualities. It's all about making a choice. You are making a choice to either fully invest, fully commit, or fully invest and commit into a path that you are going to be walking, or fully commit and really connecting with you and your higher self. So again, place it where it resonates. But this, again, is all about love. Now, we also have Angel, okay? We have the Wheel. We have also some angel wings here. So there's a lot of spirituality that's coming through with this. So blessings in the fact that you very well could have asked and prayed and meditated for these things. And this month, they are coming through, right? It could have been very much you are aligning, right? You're aligning with your values, your morals. You're aligning with you and your higher self, because there is an energy of you being a spiritual leader, you walking a spiritual path, you being a healer. And it's all in the space of love. So, again, you're meant to co-create with the universe right there. Co-create with you and your higher self. Co-create with spirit. You are meant to create and make decisions that are aligned with spirit. So there's, again, downloads. I keep getting this ray of light that's coming through, and it's coming through with the sun as well. So spirit is communicating with you. If you have specifically asked for answers to questions, or specifically asked for and prayed, or have put out vibes for something in particular, it is coming through. So spirit is really saying, be attuned to nature, be attuned to your inner world, be attuned to your environment, be attuned to your spirituality and your connection, because spirit is helping to guide you on this path. Now, if you are, again, in a relationship, there is a next level that is coming with this. If you are finding a relationship, or calling in somebody, again, this is a fated connection. There could be some soulmate vibes with that. And again, I put that out there because soulmate doesn't mean, oh, I met somebody that's now perfect and we have no problems. No, soulmate just means that you have a connection on a deep level, at a deep soul level, right? Any relationship, whether it's romantic, whether it is platonic, there's lots of work that needs to be put in there, okay? There's a big message of reciprocity, okay? What you put out there is what the other needs to be giving. And again, if the other is putting something out there, you need to be giving too. And if there's only one person within the relationship holding it, then it's not reciprocal, and it will not, it could, I mean, it could last, but it's going to be very difficult, because that's the way relationships are supposed to be. So if this isn't happening, if you do not have reciprocity with you and whatever you are investing in or making a commitment to, you need to build that, right? So that's what you're co-creating with the universe. You're creating this reciprocity. It could be you have a big conversation, right? It could be that you create, if you need to align with another path, you might have to end the path that you're on right now, right? Whether that's a relationship or a career or anything like that. But you're co-creating these alignments that are going to put you in the divine space, on divine timing, to where you need to be to manifest and be at to live your best, highest life, right? And so that's what and spirit is saying, I'm helping guide you. So be aware of what's happening, because there's some signs and synchronicities that you've asked for, and they're coming through. Now, what you're supposed to be leaning into is the sun. This is such a feel-good energy. In fact, this is the most positive card of the tarot deck. This is high vibe. This is success. This is radiance. This is vitality. This is like, I live in a very warm climate, and during the summer, the AC is always so high when you go to restaurants or anything like that. And so you freeze as you're like in a restaurant and you're eating, and then you walk outside and it's almost like your skin is so cold, and then the sun and the heat hits you and you're just like, that's what this feels. And so a lot of you may need to get into the sunshine. And this could very well be the perfect time to do that, because we're moving into spring. We're coming out of winter, which winter is a lack of light, right? It's where we have dark nights, and it's very high, we hibernate. But spring is, sun is out more. Maybe you need to go for a walk, okay? Maybe you need to start a walking habit. getting out there and taking a walk. Now that the sun is coming out earlier, maybe you can do it in the mornings, or maybe it's lasting longer in the afternoons. And again, we have daylight savings for those of you who live in an area with that. That's going to be happening. So the light is going to be increasing. But there's a big energy of get out into nature. And this is the perfect opportunity. We have been hibernating. It has been cold. We have been layering. We have been inside where we had to be out of the elements. But now it's time to shine, right? So lean into that energy. Lean into the nature, to the sunshine, to practices that elevate your energy. So if you're a runner and you're on a treadmill, maybe you take one run outside, because now it's spring and you're able to do that until you start shifting into not being able to do that. Maybe you are somebody who writes. I'm thinking about morning routines. This just popped in my head. Maybe you write in the morning, or maybe you drink your morning coffee and you sit in your living room. Instead, if you're in a space where you can go to a sunroom, or you can go into your backyard, drink your coffee and write in your morning. Shift your morning routine to be outside. Again, because this is going to warm. There's a warming from like your bones it's you coming out of the winter of your life and into the spring. So there's a very big energy with that. But this is the energy to lean into as we move into March. And it's a great energy because there's a healing element that comes with the sun. And again, there's quite a bit of healing with this. So use that Pisces energy. So all the way, like the beginning of March is all about healing. Use that. And then shift. Aries is all about action. So if you need to go and start that exercise routine, take those first steps, right? If you need to start gardening, maybe that's when you start planting your garden and you start your little shoots, and then you're going to transfer them outside if you're in a climate that does that. Those are the practices that help you to heal. And so that's what's being asked, because there's also a level of you initiating, right? And that's Aries energy, and you being also able to heal that, which is that Pisces. So using this energy at this time to be able to do this. Now, advice from Spirit is the Four of Pentacles. This is all about, it could very well be money for some of you. You need to start saving. Or it could be that you have built a foundation, like there has been some lack and there has been some instability with money. And so you're able to feel like you have some space to have something saved up, right? But this person is also clutching too tightly to this pentacle, right? And this person is also has this pentacle on their head, so it's blocking their chakra. So again, I was getting this ray of energy coming through, so it's blocking the crown chakra, and you're not rooted, right? So some advice is ground. That could very well be getting out in nature, okay? That they're really connected with that. If you're in a space where you can walk barefoot, go walk barefoot outside in your grass. If you are in a place where you can get some sunshine on your head, right? Don't go out and spend hours and hours and get sunburned, but go out and let the sun again warm up and radiate within that chakra, in your crown chakra. So do some practices again where you're opening up, right? We have a big winter jacket here. And for some of you, that brought comfort right now because we were in the middle of winter. It could be where you're needing to shed those, right? So some advice from Spirit is, again, you're shifting. So you look at your blessings that you have. There's more blessings coming through. So open up those arms, allow those downloads to come through, root, right, with grounding energy, and shed that jacket, because there are lots of things that will be coming through in this month. Beautiful. All right, we are going to end with an inspiration card for the collective. What kind of inspiration can we lean into for this month? And let's see what we're getting for you. All right, thank you. And we are getting thoughts that are aligned in spirit. When you think thoughts that are in spirit, they reflect a vibrational alignment that moves you in the right direction. But if you begin observing your thoughts and realize that you're going in the wrong direction, you can, with conscious effort, make a U-turn with new thoughts. All right, thoughts are things, and you are co-creating. And when you are aligned with that vibrational alignment, again, there's some alignments happening, right? You are able to, one, make a U-turn if you need to. If your thoughts are not aligned with what you are actually wanting to co-create, you can shift that. And that is also going to help you vibrate high. So this month, think thoughts that are in a vibrational alignment to spirit. Beautiful. All right, collective, that's what I have for you for the month of March. Please consider subscribing, and drop me a comment. I love connecting with you. Until we meet again, with much love and appreciation, be well. Bye.